Right, let me just get the link for this for people who want to watch it. Your channel, coming live streams. Let's go. Great. Right, let me just. All right, we will.
Give me a countdown for the replay when you're ready.
Okay. Ready? 3,
Yep.
2, 1, go.
Ah. Here we are again.
So it's game 1 of 5 Angry Men against Don'ta. Both these teams, I think, are 2-0 coming into the series. Don'ta having beaten Ligma Galaxy, and 5 Angry Men having beaten Diversiquota, who we just watched. No?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
That is correct.
Yeah, and so they played Void Spirit on Settle last week.
And they banned Void Spirit on Settle.
And the other team played Anti-Mage on Ali, and now he's in Anti-Mage banned.
I don't see Ari on Don'ta. Is that because I don't have a nickname to use the Japanese name?
Ari's playing on an alt as well. I'm not sure of the reasons why. I'm not sure of the rules about that. There's nothing saying no at the moment, I suppose, so whatever. But I understand it's something to do with it being ticketed and him not wanting ticketed games on his main profile. I don't quite understand that, but... Oh, we've got Sean. Hi, Sean.
Hog. People actually watching our casts.
So Don'ta already into their ban time and eventually banning the Ursa because, comfort hero for Kira, I'm presuming.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a hero that Kira might solo win a game on, it's probably Ursa. Then they ban OD ban.
So Quap goes through, as goes Spirit Breaker. Is the idea just that you can have one will take the other?
Yeah, I don't know, because Weaver and Nyx, I think, are both very strong as well, and they've made it through. And also very good against the heroes we've just discussed.
10 seconds remain. Dire's turn to pick.
And Bane is, for me, a top tier +5 at the moment.
I think he's still very strong. Damage on Nightmare is still insane. Yeah, he can both deal damage and attack him.
So I think that's a perfectly reasonable start.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
But it is weird they haven't started with the Spirit Breaker or anything like that.
Especially since Spirit Breaker was actually kind of hard for Bane to deal with.
Yeah.
Because he's so fast, it's hard to click Nightmare on him in time.
5 on the other hand, showed themselves to be willing to pick the Spirit Breaker last week, I think. But they also, I know they value the Pirate King Sand King very highly.
Yeah.
But they did Spirit Breaker.
There's the Spirit Breaker. To be fair, if you don't pick up the Spirit Breaker here, Beagles will absolutely pick it for himself and go Trav's House.
Oh, sure. I just wonder what they'll pair it with. Presumably not the Sand King now, because they want to keep at least the option of that being the pos 3 open. And I think Spirit Breaker Sand King sounds like quite a weak lane as well.
Yeah. Let's see. Who is the normal support for that? Custard.
Custard's the 4, I think. Honestly, I think 5 Angry Men. I think these are both strong teams. I'm not surprised the 2-0, looking at their rosters, you know what I mean?
For sure.
They don't have really any of the obvious weaknesses some of the other teams have.
Agreed. I don't really know what I want to pick up here alongside it. Probably a support of some variety, but
Shadow Demon's a bit weird for me.
It's a save against grip.
But it's normally popular right now because it's an answer to Spirit Breaker.
Maybe that's the idea.
But they think.
Yeah.
It's a deny pick.
It might be, but I don't see a real big Shadow Demon player on the enemy team.
It doesn't seem a sick boy hero to me. But it could just be picked to say for grip. But yeah, I don't quite get that, I suppose.
Disruptor
picked up as their 4th pick. That seems...
Yeah, sure. I don't like that. I don't like 2 supports as first pick.
I don't like 2 supports, and I specifically don't like a hero that doesn't really get countered by something specific in the 4 in the fourth pick that you then thrown 3 bans at. That's like, yeah, okay, you can protect this. Especially then they then ban Juggernaut, who in my opinion both Disruptor and Bane are good against.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the flip side is, at the end of the day, it is Sam's, other than Ursa, definitely most comfort carry. Could even be more comfort than Ursa. But I completely agree. I don't like that as a use of first phase. It's a bit of an odd drafting strategy, I think, taking 2 supports there. And supports with no flex potential either. You're not going to run these as cores, he says, and then we get a Biggles 3 Bane or something like that. But
if Nick was in this game, I'd be like, okay, this could be a Nick mid Disruptor. But yeah, no, and there goes the Biggles Mars. And we're going to see a Slaughter ban, and this Biggles, what was he have left?
He's got a few things left, but yeah, I think this was a mistake so far from Downter. Quap ban, okay.
No, can never go wrong with a Quap ban.
A good Quap, so yeah. He shows one of the absurd things about the hero, right? That you're banning it when you have Bane Disruptor already.
Yeah.
But I think it's also right. I just wouldn't want to play against Quap Spirit Breaker. I mean, I did the other day, but I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't be volunteering. Wouldn't be top of my, yes, let me do this list.
So they ban out Magnus. Okay.
10 seconds remain. 5 seconds. It is Dyer's ban.
PA ban. PA doesn't feel like a Sam hero, but also that's another reason why they banned Quap, probably. Because it's just such a comfort for Sam.
Quap?
10 seconds.
Yeah.
For Sam? For Semel, right? I don't think Sam's a big Quap player.
Sam and doesn't Sam play 1 Quap? Like it's 1 Quap and 1 DP that were his specials.
I don't think he really played 1 Quap. To my memory, but
maybe I'm just misremembering that.
I mean, I might be misremembering as well. It just isn't ringing any bells in my head. Yeah, I know that Ari and Jack both play Mag, but I still don't think you need to ban it. I don't think the hero's in a great place. Lifestealer. These are kind of weird bans to me from both sides now, I think. There's some kind of curious internal meta, I suppose, going on.
Yeah, but then still, why not ban the Slaughter? Like, that's... If you say Biggles, you say Slaughter. There's like... Well, that's the hero combination.
Presumably they want him to play Slaughter.
Yeah. I don't see what. Is Sprint purgeable?
Yep.
I guess
I mean, even if it isn't, I presume the Purge just murders him when he's sprinting anyway. So they do indeed go for the Death Prophet, which, as you mentioned, is definitely a big flex pick for them.
I remember someone mentioning Sam 1 Quap in another cast. It was probably me because I've been casting so much and I was talking about it before.
I just don't really remember any Sam 1 Quap, but I could be misremembering. I might just have a quick look at his Dota buff. Why are there so many blooming people on Dota buff called Kira?
I wonder.
I don't know, is it an anime thing?
Yes, it is.
I guess I'd better find Carnival. I can't remember what his name is. Something to do with Wokist. Oh, he's literally the only person on Dota buff with the word Wokist in their name. Nice. There we are.
Wow.
That finds me Sam.
Right, so DP picked up and Unka picked up in response.
He's played a bit of safe lane Quap. He does mainly play in mid lane.
Yeah.
He's played 5 games that have been passed of safe lane Quap.
Huh.
Kunkka, I mean, I wouldn't want to lane it into Death Prophet, I think.
Yeah,
but
this might be a Biggles Kunkka.
Well, I mean, again, the Death Prophet and the Kunkka go to any of the 3 lanes happily, I think.
Yeah, but No, actually, I was going to say there's no way this is a 1, but it's Sam, so
Could absolutely be a 1 DP.
we
Could
absolutely
be
be
a
a 1
3
DP. You're right.
Okay, so it's a mid conqueror and a safe lane Terrorblade. I would assume.
You could still flex it to
They could
3,
still
but
make it
yeah,
3 conqueror, but I don't think so.
I do agree with you.
And I think this TB pick is good because I don't think they're very good at answering Terrorblade right now. And you can't pick Ember.
5 seconds.
And to be honest, I'm not convinced Ember is a fantastic answer anyway. You could probably Lesh.
Yeah, I was looking at Lesh.
Feels. I think grip might be too much of a problem actually. You have to be really careful about cancelling the grip because you're going to BKB on the Lesh, and I don't think you can be Shadow Fiend disrupted if you're BKB'd.
That is probably correct.
So yeah, I think they probably could Lesh, but they have to do the fights right if they Lesh. I suppose they could Pango. But
Is
hold on,
too low
Sand King's
damage?
unbanned. Just pick Sand King. Yeah, yeah. I can't believe it took me that long. Terrorblade, and there's a James is playing in it, and he loves his offlane Sand King.
Oh yeah.
So I think now, like they can grab another answer to TB, or at least another hero good against TB with their last pick. But they've gone some way towards solving it now, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They've got a partial solution in that Sand King, and that's just not the Spirit Breaker to 4. It does mean that, as I said at the start, you probably have a Sand King Spirit Breaker lane, which I think is quite weak. But
I mean, is it playable to put the Sand King together with a DP?
Well,
and just lane it the other way around?
You gotta have your Sand King at the core here.
Yeah. Sorry. Spirit Breaker DP.
Oh, right.
Turn to ban.
Yes. Probably. I mean, I don't imagine they will. I don't know. Don't know how much help Shadow Demon is either, to be honest, with Sand King. Hard to say. I wouldn't mind putting Shadow Demon in the TB lane, though. I think maybe Disruption's good against meta.
Like you Shadow Poison, Disruption, Shadow Poison, Stun, Shadow Poison, Shadow Poison. Like you get 4 guaranteed Shadow Poisons.
Yeah, might be okay.
I think. Maybe it's only 3 and you have to aim the last 2.
I think you hit one and then you disrupt them for a second one.
Yeah.
That's how you do that. And that's how you're going
to
get 4.
And then the stun with the 3rd one, and then...
You'll get 4 through that, definitely.
Yeah, you'll get pulled. So, and against TV, who have like no health pool, that's actually quite effective.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. Ember ban. I don't think they needed to ban the Ember, but fine. And they banned Slardar.
And there's Slardar. Oh. Biggles a Baden? Could see that come out. I remember Matt saying last season that he wanted Biggles playing a Baden every game if they could get it for him.
10 seconds remaining.
And you know, maybe they'll also manage to not have him buy Radiance on 3 Baden.
There's no Chrono now, so there's no reason to buy Radiance.
I think if you ask Biggles, there is always a reason to buy Radiance.
Yes, that's fair.
I have been visited by the pup of goodwill. Hello, little pup. Ah, Shaker.
Shaker. Yeah, that's a big old Shaker. That makes sense.
Probably a bit of a deny pick in that as well. I'll tell you what, though, I want this to be a 1 death profit now.
Oh, for sure.
Because I definitely think you could do DP Spirit Breaker and into a core Earth Shaker quite happily.
10 seconds.
Do you like I was asking it before? Can you play Puck here, or is that just not good into the Concur?
I would happily play Puck here. I think it depends a lot on your confidence and whether you expect to play well. I mean, I play shit in Ideal compared to normal, and it's really annoying me. Need to get out of my own head, but I think you could. Lena. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah. I think it's difficult though. Semmel will have to get his
Semmel likes his
right.
Lena. I
will
know
have to
that.
get his positioning right.
No.
And get quite an early BKB. It's probably is one of those games where you just go first start in BKB on Lena.
Really? Not like a Yules first?
No, a lot of people.
Is the Shaker that important?
Well, there's a bunch.
Oh, right. There's also just
Disruptor, Conquer. A lot of pros are just doing now Travs into BKB on mid Lena.
Oh, Travs into BKB.
And then just go
but for some reason I thought you meant like straight BKB, no Travs. And I was like,
no,
that feels too early. But yeah, Travs makes a lot of sense. Okay. I prefer the 5 AM draft, I think.
I don't. I want the Terrorblade.
That's fair.
That is some hot chili
But I think they're pretty evenly matched. I don't think there's that much in it. I think both teams have got a bunch of questions and answers. If you see what I mean. A bunch of ways they can answer questions.
I definitely agree.
The other team have things that are definitely answers to those questions. Oh dear.
But let's see which way around they lane it.
Ooh, that is some hot chili you're serving up down there.
Custard's starting boots, which indicates he's probably going to the pot 4 position. I just think that's quite a weak lane. Against Bane TB.
I agree with you. I very much like you. Shadow Poison has been pre-leveled by Fix. Yes, it is a lot of damage, especially for a fight, but TB Illusion is also quite good.
Noah just bought me a thing that says silently judging you. I'm not kidding. In her mouth, there was a little thing that says silently judging you.
That's amazing.
Hold on. Let me see if I can just put it on camera for a moment. Just to prove I'm not bullshitting.
This is just using a Shadow Poisons to scout? We have enough mana right now.
I got bought this by my dog. There you go. Get rid of the camera.
See it on stream.
Yeah.
Good enough, I suppose.
Ooh, that is some hot chili you're serving up down there. You have done a great service.
Nothing special going on.
Yeah, just 2 for 2. Nothing exciting. I'll remember to put last hits and denies up immediately now.
Absolutely perfect.
Better retreat! Retreat! Better retreat! Retreat!
I just saw what you said. That's amazing. Custard
I need to check that Chloe's not just like giving it to her and putting it in her mouth so she brings it through to me or something.
Alright, so we do have this fairly weak lane. And the SK. SK started stun as well. The damage difference that big?
Yeah, I think you'd normally
I would have liked Caustic here.
Yeah, you would normally start Caustic. I've been watching a lot of Koi for Sanking where he takes Caustic.
Top lane.
You know, James is an experienced Sanking player. If he's done this, there's a reason why, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he thinks the damage difference is too big. It's a Bane and a TB both with 60 plus damage. Oh, you have 62 with the Quelling, so... I suppose that could be the reason, just getting away from meta. Feels weird.
Yeah, and the side lane's starting a little bit rough for Dire, I think. The mid's going fine.
Yeah, mid.
But yeah, Avi's because of meta is just getting every deny in the world. Maybe that's why he's not going Caustic. No point if you can't get the last hit, because Caustic doesn't proc on denies. I would expect that the momentum of top lane will shift once there's a couple of levels on this TB.
And yeah.
But I mean, it's not going to be that easy to last hit if the Shaker's able to use Enchant Totem. You're not really going to be able to deal with 120 CR.
No points in fissure early. Is that normal for Core Shaker? I thought you still went the...
Depends on what you can get away with. I think this is certainly fine.
Okay.
I think you'd take points in fissure if you think you're going to make kills with it. I don't think they're going to make kills with it here.
I absolutely think you can get kills.
Not yet.
Like if you pull this back... Oh, okay. They haven't found the... de-warding spot.
Like, I wouldn't mind him taking a level
Sentry.
3 or 4 point in it. I think if he doesn't have it at level 4, I'd be a little bit more concerned if he's 0-2-2. But,
Yeah, that's it. Now, the point I was going to make was you could pull the large cam, and then when Sam, like when the wave is up here like this, you can fisher him off, and when he tries to get away, you can glimpse him back. But
yeah, but he's got Spirit Siphon, he'll probably turn and trade.
yeah, that is true.
Because you're getting 88 damage and HP a second, is that right? Audio's a little bit quieter than Pizza's. Okay, I'm just going to have to turn you down a bit because I can't turn me up. I'm already at max. Thanks, Andy. Appreciate that. Mid lane. So again, Kunka's a little bit ahead, but not
Ooh.
Didn't catch that.
Missed first blood.
I could rewind and get it, but then that might throw off all of our
yeah.
sync.
So realistically, what's happened there, looking at it, there were a whole load of creeps. So I'm gonna say that's Caustic with a stun.
Yeah, probably. Nicely done. Really important action. That will have caught up most of this deficit that he's got down here. Almost level 4. He's ahead of Avi on experience now, certainly. I don't know to what degree that's Custard giving him, but no, because Custard.
No, Custard had more as well.
There's a big
sorry.
wave coming in, I guess. So I'll probably get Avi ahead. No, it doesn't.
No, Emma's taking a little bit more XP, like half a level more.
Okay, so that's probably what it is. Because the denies are probably compensated for by the kill. But if the kill is worth more than 10 denies, I'd be surprised. You know, experience-wise.
Yeah. Mid lane going fairly even. In fact, I would even say I'm somewhat surprised that Sem was behind on last hits. It's not by much, but I thought Lena would get more out of this.
I don't know. I presume Jack's done some small camp a bit. Net worth wise, Lena is even. Slightly like 30 ahead, don't really care too much.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah. But yeah, I would imagine this is a pretty even lane, particularly with Jack having gone for this really early Helm of Iron Will. Not opted for a bottle then. I haven't really been monitoring what's been going on with the water runes. Semmel's been getting them all. Jack finally got one at 4 minutes, but Semmel's had 3. So I would expect that someone should be a little bit ahead.
Is that true? Like I see Semmel activating a water rune.
Water rune, bottled water rune, water rune, and then I just see at the bottom Jack water rune. So Semmel's had 3 water runes.
Oh yeah, right. Disregard me. I cannot count.
And he's had Jack's bounty rune.
And despite all that, they're still even. And there's not. And Jack is just on full health thanks to this Helm of Iron Will.
Yeah. I wonder if Semmel's been a bit wasteful with resources then. Because that's a little weird to me, I think. Are they just cutting bot now, or is this a pull they've intervened in? Doesn't matter too much either way, I suppose, but yeah. And Biggles is actually still ahead of Sam in the top lane. And he has, level 4, 1-2-1. That's just, fine, I think. Absolutely no problems with that. I really don't think this is a kill lane for Radiant anyway. Not really. Not unless someone does something mighty stupid.
I think they had a chance when Sam's still level 3 and you didn't have 2 points of Spirit Siphon.
Don't know. Even 1% is, on this on this Earthshaker's 1080 health is 108 per second. Take off 25%.
No, it isn't. It's 10 per second.
Oh, right. Oh, yes, that's a lot more realistic. I was thinking 100 a second? That's absurd. Good. Right, well, that was numbers. Yeah, maybe then.
I think there was some kill potential there before that point, but not anymore.
I think you'd have to do something pretty silly on Sam still for that to be a thing.
At some point the wave was down near the flags. Does that make sense? Because I can't pick. At that point, you could have tried something, but... Charge onto Jack in mid, as someone has hit 6 earlier.
But Jack still has
Charge
850
has
health
been
left
cancelled.
and a vein drop, so probably not.
Yeah, charge has been cancelled, but... let's see, other interesting things.
Oh, Jack.
As... Alright, Ari's getting charged. And a whole load of nothing happens as sleeps and reflections. Huh. Ari has a Falcon Blade.
Interesting one. I don't know if that's normal on Tailblade.
Let me check for a second. I'm not a fan of the item, but I know that's personal bias. It isn't a top item build, so I can see why. It's a little bit of damage and a lot of health. So what's some mana regen?
And the mana regen is important. You want to just spam Conjure Image non-stop. He's actually just holding a point at the moment.
Suppose if he ever wants to go aggro, he can put it into meta.
So I guess, yeah.
And otherwise, you just put in illusions.
Sure enough,
Meanwhile, we lost
down top lane. They do get the counter kill, but I think sick point.
He's about to take 288 damage, it says, and those creeps are attacking. Yeah, and oh, Seville did rotate for that, but it is a haste rune, and Custard is sitting in mid. Maybe he can go steal the haste, the bounty rune. He's bottling up, so I think he is trying to go for that.
Yeah, yeah, he's getting to commit murder with Samuel in his movements here. But as Aiden quite validly points out in chat, you know, Jack has mana to cast like 2 spells and no bottle. It's a bit sad, I think.
I mean, he's maxing out Tidebringer, so he's casting that spell.
Sure,
but
you
yeah,
want to be able to use Boat and X and Torrent, and he literally can at the moment, but barely. He'd have like 20 mana left. He's not sticked up, but yeah, I do think he should have a bottle.
My bot lane.
Terrorblade bot.
Terrorblade has been charged, as it's very obvious from his health bar.
Yeah, Sandstorm was on cooldown, so they didn't see that as a go.
Sandstorm was on cooldown, and a very cool play. He cast Reflection on Custard before the charge connected, therefore slowing him down by 15% and lowering the damage a bit.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Not
Jack
too much,
to
but
cast the rune, fails. Someone gonna beat him there?
So,
no,
oh,
good
nice, Torrent.
1k net worth lead for the Dire now, which is Samuel's 400 off. Weirdly, that's counteracted by the Shaker. It's the supports. It's this Spirit Breaker.
The Spirit Breaker and the Shadow Demon just both being like 600 ahead of their counterparts. Sam is getting somewhat low, but that was all of the burst damage from the Radiant there.
They have kill threat bot whenever they can like set up a charge with Sandstorm and Epi.
Can't set that up though into...
I think Ari has understood that and is planning to go jungle.
Yeah. Interesting from Emma, she's gone 1-3-1.
Well, are people normally doing 0-2-3? Am I right in understanding people are maxing Nightmare at the moment?
Yeah, generally the maxing Nightmare. I personally don't like the 3rd and 4th level of Brain Sap to the point where I max Enfeeble over them. But that's more of a personal preference. Like, there's definitely a case for the 3rd level of Brain Sap. But the cast range and the cooldown from Nightmare, as well as just the damage on it, are so insane that you really just want that.
The fact that every aspect of Nightmare scales makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Charge coming out towards top. It's on. Cancelled, okay. They've gripped bot, and that's James dead with meta. It's a very simple grip plus meta.
Yeah. Good kill.
Yeah. Still 1k in the lead.
I wonder how long Ari's going to stay here. If it's just until someone responds, or if he's going to go back earlier. Actually, it's meta. He might just get the entire thing. Top lane.
Oh gosh, they've TP'd a lot up here. They need to get at least that, and probably more for my money. They probably need to get the tower, to be honest, to justify this rotation. But you're going to see Samuel move bottom because he's seen this happen when he wants to go hunt the tower blade.
Harry got like 70% of this tower.
So the good thing about this pause, right, is we can skip forwards.
You talking to me?
We could.
Should we both click the plus 60-second button?
Where's the plus 60-second button? Yeah, there it is. Okay.
Ready? Let's press it. 3,
3, 2, 1.
It doesn't matter, actually.
It's still paused.
Should we do it again?
Alright. 3, 2,
Don't need to time
1.
it. Let's do it. Oh,
Still
and again.
paused.
I pressed it.
Yeah.
And again.
And again. And again. And again.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
It's not pausing.
And I've just resumed.
Right. Yeah.
Sweet.
Well,
we synced that as well.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, that was a 6-minute pause we just avoided. Thank God for that. It's late enough. I don't need to sit through a 6-minute pause.
I'm kind of scared because we're now like, how many minutes are we into this replay? Like we saw at half, right?
Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, the series hadn't ended when I checked 5 minutes ago. I think it might
when I
still be
started
going.
downloading the timer was at 1 minute. So I feel like this is going to be a very long game.
Yeah.
Oh no, Custard tried charging Biggles. And maybe he would have actually gotten something off of it.
It looks like the other game is still going, to be clear.
Right. So, as I was trying to say, Custard was charging Biggles, but got bashed by Roche.
Oh dear. James getting some pressure on this bot tower.
Good. I wonder why Ari's sticking around. Is it not just better to jungle with the main hero and just send an illusion here? Does it get cleared by Sandstorm too easily?
Stay here, maybe it's okay. Because they want to hold the tower, I guess. But I don't think he can safely stay here because of the Lina.
Yeah.
Oh,
and he's getting caught right now. Like, he has a point in Sunder. Someone needs to be a little careful of that and is going to respect him. Just be happy with the fact that he's pushed them off.
I don't think someone needed to be careful there, to be honest, but they just can take the tower, fine. And Samuel is doing exactly what we discussed and is going Travs into BKB.
Yeah.
Jack has TP'd down, he's thrown a torrent on the Sanking and then both. Well, that's one way to split the spells, but I think they're still going to get the disruptor of the Lina.
Lina with Prairie Fires? No.
They've done well there to get the kill.
Yeah.
And hold the
I
tower.
guess by splitting it that way, the Sanking can't interrupt your combo?
Sanking doesn't have a blink.
No, but he was close enough to cancel the X timing, right?
Yeah, but you could probably, just
burrow
from trees without ever X.
Okay, fair point.
Or torrent into boat from trees, because you know. Tim's back.
Samuel's also back, and I wonder why. So
They just want this
James
bot
does not have the... Yeah, but wasn't James getting that on his own already?
Possibly. Oh, Biggles gets fixed in the top lane. They use the Echo, but Sam is just chasing them with the Exorcism and the ult. But that's a really good Nightmare. The Disruptor Q was cast at the same time, so it does wake up on the Nightmare pulse, but that's enough for them to get some distance. And now Sam's turning away. Biggles seems to be going back in, though. I don't think you can go back in here. And they think better of it. I think that's right. I don't think you're going back in there. Samuel staying bot, pushing this in well. Net worth looks pretty even now. The sports are a bit ahead, James a bit behind.
It's not that far behind Biggles, to be fair.
No. He's relatively even with Biggles, but yeah, a little bit behind maybe. And also a hero that probably feels a little bit better than Shaker.
But really, Custard is the one that's ahead of his counterpart. He's like just 1,000 ahead of the...
supports are ahead, yeah. Custard is buying some of the right items in the esports phase. I think on Spearbreaker, even if you're past 4, you still just have to do the whole like Shadowblade Axe thing.
He seems to be going shard halberd BKB?
Yeah. No, I think that's what I'm saying. I think if you even if you're past 4, you just buy the good items.
Yeah. Nice Yules. Doesn't time it correctly. Maybe didn't have time to. Massive epicenter is actually not that massive as he already spent his turn and therefore can only go on Emma.
Supports as a bit of a counter for getting Sam, but both teams will feel relatively satisfied with that, I think.
I think the Radiant come out ahead in that because they both killed the enemy one and Ari gets to go back to the safe lane and just farm it for a bit.
Yeah, but they might well lose the tower here, or they certainly look like they might lose more here.
Okay, if they get more, but
Or
that doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I still think it's.
No, they might. Yeah, they might lose the tower, but.
Nope. I think now it's James who's in danger. Oh no, good burrow strike.
Good burrow.
Fisher.
Oh, but the grip.
Grip stopped. Glimpse.
Stop it.
Biggles.
It's still
Oh,
all
just
enough.
dodged
Biggles.
Shadow poison. So he's not going to die here.
Yeah, he's not going to take out to
Sam.
it.
Oh, Jack has 6 stacks of shadow poison.
But he's still very healthy.
Because his
He
armor.
doesn't quite tick low enough.
If he had turned his armlet off there, he was dead.
Yeah, and they do get some more. And we'll probably be able to go back to the tower now, but they did lose James.
But I mean, Ali got bot tower there.
Didn't Ari get bot tower a while ago?
Nope.
No, he brought it low. Didn't get it. He's going S and Y.
Should mid down, so. Yeah, makes sense.
Let's
Like you
see.
need status resistance here.
Yep, yeah.
Like
I'm just so used to just it's a TB1 solutions gets Manta, but yeah, SMY makes total sense
yeah,
here.
and people do the whole like there's a silence, therefore you have to buy Manta, and I'm like, no, you know, you're gonna go SMY BKB here.
Yeah, that makes sense. Meanwhile, Big fight top still, and Fix is dead as well as Sam again.
Kills, wow.
Plus it does one. Sam gets out on like no HP.
And Sam died almost immediately after having pressed the exorcism button there. If you ever needed to learn not to press exorcism,
now mid lane.
20 minutes in.
James is dead as well. This is going terribly for 5 AM.
Yeah.
And that's a dead mid tower. It's too early for a Roshan, but you're gonna lose all your tier 1s in the span of, what, 2 minutes?
I do. Custard TV's back in, but because Biggles hit that Fisher, Biggles then can't find him. Custard's going to try and charge out. They're going to hit him with the glimpse, right? Oh, the X. They found the X. Nicely done, Jack. And Custard
Missed
is
the
now
Corin,
dead.
but it shouldn't matter. Another glimpse. Oh, well, no, the first one was an X.
But yeah, lots of movement control.
Yeah.
Come back to where we want you, not where you want you.
Exactly.
And Semmel, I think, is like, I need to finish this BKB. He's very, very close to it, I think, you know.
He'll get it.
40 gold,
Oh.
that is a bounty rune up the hill.
That was such perfect timing on that kill of the camp. The next unit spawned and still got hit by Dragon Slave. I have never seen that. That's really cool.
If you want to tell me, Semmel, you did that deliberately, I will call you a god. I will then subsequently call you a liar. But yeah, that was beautiful.
Now going for MKB, that makes perfect sense to me. It's the best item to hit the TB. Otherwise you'd go Daedalus, right?
Shadowblade
is that outdated?
Shadowblade is normal.
Ah, right.
Like Silver Edge, I think. But yeah.
Yeah.
I actually think he needs a Skadi here. Which feels bad, but I think they need a Skadi for the Tailblade.
Can he afford to go MKB then Skadi, or will that be 2 lanes terribly too big at that point?
I think that might be okay.
Because I do agree the Skadi would help quite a bit.
Yeah, it's a bit of
As
an odd one.
Ari avoids the Sanking Stun and a nice Fissure to cancel that charge.
I mean, what I'm feeling from Sam's thing is as soon as he gets this BKB, he needs a Shivas, and maybe that'll be enough. But like, Skadi's so good against ranged heroes, and Terrorblade is primarily a ranged hero, as much as it pretends not to be.
The difference is a lot of TB is also about the illusions, and you're not going to spend the fight hitting each illusion with an attack to slow their attack speed.
Less of TB is about the illusions than you think in this game, because of the Sanking and Lina. He's going to be the main hero, and that's why he's going for this BKB on the Terrorblade.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Like, TB gets to have it both ways.
Let's see, is Ares attacking? No, he's trying to, but fails.
Yeah, Biggles did the same thing as well.
Unfortunate. The game has calmed down a little bit. You see a TB 1,000 ahead of a Lina, while the rest of the field is much even.
Like, maybe Dire are waiting on this BKB on Jack. Not on Jack, on Sam. Radiant... Maybe waiting on Jack's BKB, probably not. Probably just content not to do things, if you know what I mean.
They could also be waiting for TB's BKB, that's 500 away.
Yeah, but I suspect they're the team that doesn't feel like they have to do things, particularly.
Yeah, that is very fair. You are a TB after all. And the hardest carry on the enemy team is Alina.
Thing is though, you know, and it's a long way off, uber late gamers, TB loses. Because of Sanking.
Yeah, that is true.
Or at least TB has to go, like, TB has to just ditch the plan of illusions doing stuff and just go, like, MKB on the main hero. But you know what I mean? This is what I'm saying, like, Sanking is extraordinarily good against illusion heroes, even Tailblade. But as we were just discussing, TB can just not be the illusion hero, I suppose.
You need MKB? Oh, because it's slow and blind. No, disregard my question.
Yeah, it's late.
I was like, what was the bonus?
Semmel, no. Oh, Semmel's died after using the BKB here.
Does at least get the kill before getting grip.
Jack wait. Jack just fully ditched it. That's almost egregious.
Jack? XD comes out in chat.
Excuse me, the voice line XD comes out.
Sorry, the voice line XD comes out in chat. I should clarify, even though they feel very similar. I'm not saying custard literally XDs, because that is quite a bit.
I would be more effective with someone actually XDing, I think.
Mid lane?
I think he's fine, he's going to use this.
Yeah. And Custard just goes in. Semmel gets glimpsed back only a little bit because he waited before showing.
Oh, Echo!
Echo slam on Sam. Sam might be in trouble here. Beautiful.
BKB from Sam, Epi from...
Yes.
But BKB from Terrorblade, so the Epi doesn't really achieve much. And James is going to go down here. So they both trade off laners, all the BKBs used, Meta's used, you know, everything blooming used.
But now there's some TB illusions from on the Dire side, and they might just kill off Sick Boy. Yeah. Like 2 more hits, no, 1 more hit, and they do get it. And meanwhile, who else died there? The Bane died.
Yeah, got charged and then killed by Semmel.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Sam was in the triangle using 3 Spirit Siphons on Ancient Creeps.
Oh, at least he has health.
He does.
And with that, Pixel just got his Aetherlance off of that.
Okay, the game has now finally ended.
Yeah. Huh.
Illusions have 80% choose strike with MKB. Oh, do they?
Yeah, I
didn't think illusions benefit.
They don't get the damage, but they do get the true strike.
Okay, that's
for some reason. Oh, Beagles has been found by this angry strength hero, melee strength hero combo. But oh my god, the other 2 strength heroes just turned that around. Exo is popped, but I don't think they're getting a chase here, especially not with the glimpse that gets BKB. So maybe, but this is very deep from Sam.
Yeah, I don't like this.
And now, this BKB is about to end, and there's going to be an X. No, he dodged the X by going out of vision. But there's still a tier 1 there.
Yeah.
It goes down.
And Biggles is
now.
TP'd in here.
Yeah,
Biggles
Biggles
went for Fisher.
TP in.
Gets used.
As a Fissure, but gets used.
So his blink keeps getting cancelled.
Meanwhile,
Semmel
many areas away.
Back. BKB used, and Avi takes, as you say, top tower.
He is going for a Skadi himself, and once Semmel gets up, once he applies that Skadi to Semmel will be very sad. No, TB gets caught here. Maybe like he gets disrupted, he gets purged, and there's a Spirit Breaker here charging in. Doesn't have ulti though, so he's probably fine here.
Get sundered, yeah.
Echo Slam
does some of the damage, but misses the stun. Custard TP's out.
Doesn't do anything.
And I think Biggles is in trouble. No, Biggles isn't in trouble. Oh yes, he is.
Semmel is dead here, I think. Epicenter on the backline. Biggles dead, but there's a grip Lina into a Torrent.
Fix.
Oh, is he staying alive? Haluk's stun 1 second away from a stun to save the Lina.
This fight's still going,
Cust
but Avi's
is
still
back, but
Semmel is going to have his MKB for the next fight though, so that's good.
He's going to have MKB for the next fight, but it's just delayed by a bit.
Yeah, and Avi is going to have at least a piece of his Skadi now. But, you know, this is still pretty tight, I think, this game.
Yeah.
Are they looking at Rosha?
Yeah, looks like it. And I don't really see how Dire can respond to this without their Lina. Without their Epicenter, without their Exorcism.
They need their Sanking, at least, Sandstorming, and yeah, I think it's hard. They just need to find James some levels.
What level is he? Ooh, he's level 13, yeah, that's... It's
Yeah,
just for the stats at this
because
point,
he's
the extra
one who dies
point
in
in...
most of these fights. And that's because he is doing his job, but yeah, and Fix just walks past the vote pit and gets murdered.
Oh, now they do...
They definitely know about this, Meta's used their own response.
Yeah, now it's going faster.
I would like Jack to turn his armlet on for this Roshan, but...
Roche goes down, and this TV is now 2k ahead of the Lina.
No, I mean, you expect TV to be ahead, so I don't worry too much about that. But,
yeah, but...
And the overall net worth is very even, so I'm not too concerned. But I think this Lina's going to have to go... Probably AC next. And
AC?
yes, I think so.
Not the Skadi you were talking about earlier.
I think the Lina needs an armor solution though.
Yeah, maybe. It's going for Satanic.
I definitely prefer Skadi over that. I get the Satanic logic and it is part of the normal build, but...
Yeah, I understand it, but...
But yeah, I would...
James has finished Greaves. That feels... I feel like he could have used the copper that recipe to go into like AC instead. To fix that.
I don't want James going AC.
Or like Lotus rather.
I think James should be going like Yule's Halberd or something.
It's cute of Yule's into... Is that...
Pipe?
Pipe?
Yeah, I hope he changed his mind about the pipe. I'm
Pipe
not entirely sure.
Pipe just feels so bad. You have to spend so much to...
While BKB's good, Pipe is bad, I think.
Yeah, that's fair. The reason I said Lotus is because it does have that dispel while also providing some armor, because he's also sitting on like no armor. He's on 7 armor.
Yeah, I think he's got to play on the Yule, so he's on 13 armor.
He's on 13 armor. I cannot count. Oh, there's Sunderplay. Although Ari will die for this. Oh no, he has an Aegis. The Aegis will get popped. The Aegis doesn't get popped, and there's a massive Echo Slam to turn it around. And what was once a very close game has now gone to a 4k lead. As well as this Aegis, and I don't know how Dire... Like, Dire's gonna have to come back from this, but I don't exactly know how. This Skadi's can play it on the TV as soon as he wants it.
Aiden's agreeing with the Satanic on Lina and saying the other heroes should keep it safe. And it's not about keeping it safe though, is it? It's whether Skadi is more useful for killing things.
So Biggles is buying a BKB. Emma has a Glimmer. Never went for an Aether Lens and is now going for the Axe. As Sam gets caught, is forced to BKB and also pops the
Yeah,
Exorcism.
I think they want to fight this. Oh, Jack's going for the Sand King. But Jack gets caught because he's the Sand King. I think Jack's just dead here.
Yeah, Jack seems very dead. Don't know.
And now Samuel is trapped in and getting aggressive. They found M. I don't know if they know that they found M. No, it doesn't look like they did.
No, they don't.
And now Ali's committing with the BKB and the meta and is absolutely waning into Sam. Sam will stun down the illusions and start killing them, but yeah, this is the main hero thing. Oh my god, and the banish! Oh, he didn't save.
Managed to save him.
He didn't save
on
him.
accident. Well, it's
He still got hit
saved.
by the LSA, but sorry, by the Laguna Blade, because I thought I thought it disjointed as well. But he did still take the damage, but he's got Aegis.
Yeah.
And the end result of that fight then is Aegis and did Jack buy back?
Aegis and a Jack buyback, yes. And a Disruptor.
And a Disruptor.
But
So
X is on the other side of this fissure. I don't think he's getting out here.
Well, he
apparently he
disagrees.
is.
He disagrees.
Yeah.
I would probably cancel that charge, yeah.
Alright. So, being pulled down, I quickly want to talk about Emma's build. I love Glimmer and Ags. I think those two items are great.
Do you need lens?
Don't get me wrong. But I feel like Aether Lens is just such a core item on the hero.
Yeah, that was my instinct, that they probably needed lens on him, but... Oh, Biggles reads it well, but doesn't quite get there in time. Avi is now 4.5k up. Again, somewhat expected, but he's going for the Demon Zeal Shard, which he's just bought.
Weird. I thought you'd just go and be like, okay, I'll get this off of the Roshan.
They'll get someone else's shard off the Roche, I guess, and this is again fitting with the plan of it's like I'm about my hero, not about the illusions. Because Demon Zeal is a very effective amp for your hero. Just doesn't really matter much for your illusions, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's fair. So, just quickly looking at it.
Smoke movement out for the Dire now. So this is like the first smoke movement I remember seeing all day. Did we have smoke movements in that series earlier?
I don't remember any.
M breaks the smoke, and then glimmers and goes in this, but they do have a sentry ready. It's a good fish. Oh, Fisher looked good initially, and then ended up trapping him.
Slightly off.
But I mean, if you're not upset trading your pos 5 for a smoke, not really.
No, exactly. There's not really anything M could have done differently to live there, I think.
I need to check why M was there in the first place, I suppose, but yes, probably not.
I'm good. Guess warding.
These high ground wards. Looks like Dire find them because they've read that movement. And Fix is trying to deal with Shadow Poison, which grants random amounts of vision for random durations.
It gives you exactly enough time to know if there's a ward there, but not enough time to actually fucking click the thing. Because fuck you.
And Avi now is feeling strong enough to just kind of frontline, I think. And he's going Daedalus Satanic. So yeah, he's just playing entirely for the hero, right? None of this is about the illusion. Obviously, the one caveat to this is if the game goes long enough for the Sand King 25 to matter, there's no MKB.
He does have a BKB for at least some of it.
Yeah, it's not really long enough though.
Yeah. If you can just use that BKB to burn the SK, then maybe, because the SK...
He's going Yules though, right?
Well, he's going Yules, but
After
he's bought
fight.
the hood and is building Ring of Regen, so
Yeah, I don't like
that
this
tells
pipe.
me he's going into this pipe.
Yeah, I don't like this pipe. I mean, ultimately, there was quite a while before all of that becomes a factor. And TB is going to be like 6 slotted with like a bunch of spare gold at that point.
Yeah. At that point,
Samuel gets taunted. Jackson that really nicely. They throw the bow.
Yeah,
BKB,
baits out
and
the
the grip.
BKB, and there's a grip.
And now Samuel just
Very
murdered.
nice.
I think it's a little bit careless, to be honest, of Samuel to be out here on his own at this point in the game without knowing where the enemy heroes are.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Especially when
I think Semel is a
Radiant
phenomenally
have
good
so
player.
much catch.
I think that's nevertheless careless, and good players make mistakes.
Yeah.
Fix grabbing some TV illusions, but they've already lost half of this top 3 tower. Biggles finds a nice stun. BKB out.
Nice blink, but the
BKB
BKB
out
from Biggles.
So that mitigates the epicenter entirely. God, epicenter's such a disappointing spell. That's a lovely Spirit Breaker ult, but he does die for it.
That does feel a little suicidal. Sam is now. Custard is having impact with this Spirit Breaker, just charging through the fight.
Sam's now dead. Custard's running away on the other side. Jax uses BKB now as well.
Oh no, Custard gets glimpsed back.
But so far away that he's going to now, you know, kite into the trees and try and charge again. Nope.
He doesn't have Ags.
No, he doesn't have mana. So he is going to die. Meanwhile, over at the base, I mean, James got this enormous sandstorm going.
Technically, they've held for the meta duration.
They get the dust onto James. James is just going to...
Oh, but Biggles just goes down.
Yeah, that's a dieback, isn't it?
Yeah, is that
James
a
lives because he's able to... yeah. 90-second death timer. James lives because he's able to Greaves off the dust.
Greaves will. Clearly.
Well, it's one of the reasons I do like Greaves and Sanking. That's why I like to build them on mid-Sanking.
Yeah.
Greavesing off dust is super nice, but yeah, so they hold there without suffering any further. That's nicely done.
While I wouldn't say it's ideal, it's
not too bad.
Yeah, it's fine.
They trade their 1 and their 5 for the enemy 3 and 5, I guess. 1 and 4 for 3 and 5. Not too bad.
But look at how far ahead Ari is now.
Yeah, but that's
He's like 7k ahead of the next biggest hero.
What's impressive is that is now this death buffet. They get the charge to Ari, and then Custard thinks better of it. As he is right to do so, I think.
I wonder if Custard should finish this BKB or turn that Ogre Axe in Ogre Axe into.
He really needs a Shadow Blade Axe. I don't think this halberd, like at least this is about the Tailblade and not the illusion, so the halberd is a bit more value, but he really just needs the good Spirit Breaker items. They're going to nerf something about that next patch, guaranteed. I don't know whether it'll be the Ags or whether it'll be the move speed you can reach with charge or something like that.
I also think there's going to be a somewhat of a... Okay, no, fine.
Expo comes out. Disruptor comes out.
Yeah, this is a lot committed for just...
But they do get it.
Yeah, they do get it, at least. Yeah. I think they're going to nerf something about Shadowblade as well. Because the build-up into Silver Edge with this Chrysalis is really nice, and the move speed it gives.
They might change what goes into Silver Edge for the 8th time.
Yeah, exactly. One day they'll figure out that
Spirit
you
Breaker
just...
doesn't like the Silver Edge, just wants the Shadow Blade.
Yeah, for sure. But I do think it's an item that just goes on the chopping block.
Yeah, probably. When things make Daedalus redundant, which I think it mostly does, they have a habit of being changed. Old Bloodthorn used to make Daedalus redundant in too many circumstances as well.
Right. So, shit, what's this? Thick Volley on this Disruptor now has the Axe and picks up the Axe Shard from Roche. Another thing to just buff up this TB.
The Shard, yeah. Oh wow.
I would love to see a Solar Crest come out as well. Don't think they have one yet.
I don't really have a great buyer for it though.
The Disruptor, now that he has a 4-star and an Axe, can absolutely just go ahead and buy it. Biggles, I'm assuming has something on the Courier, because otherwise just BKB seems a little...
So they just see the Obs and the Sentry come out from the Radiant, so they know about this Ops. X comes out and Fix gets hit by the boat. And by Arrow.
And by Arrow,
And
goodbye.
the Disruptor, they really heavily value going on Fix then. Exorcism comes out but gets nightmared. 1 for 1 though, because they do lose the Disruptor to the illusions from the team, I think.
Although another big echo on
It gets BKB'd. So
BKB, but Ari is gonna die. Oh, that's an Aegis, of course. Emma dies as well, and Semmel does have some goddamn damage. He's stunned and halberded, but those are stacked, and now he gets to do stuff. Never mind the bash from Custard,
which stops the Sunder, right? The Sunder animation.
Yeah, that was the Sunder animation.
Whew. Good hold. Or in IDL terms, let's throw a high ground cap.
I don't feel like that was a high ground throw.
No, I think that phrase is used way too much. That was a good solid defense, Dire.
The only thing I could say there is that I didn't see what happened to kill the Disruptor.
Yeah, I think Disruptor,
because he didn't need to be that far up. But
yeah, quite right.
Other than that, that was just well played by the Dire.
Biggles setting up.
They're gonna get a tier 2 out of it. Oh no, the Dire did not coordinate where they were going. Now the super split. Now Sebel's probably dead as well.
He's got the Satanic.
No, he doesn't. This Disruptor has an axe.
Yeah, I meant like just get out of there and press the Satanic. But yeah, I mean that's very careless. And wait, is that a dieback on Semmel? From a long time ago, but yes.
Yeah, that's. He doesn't have buyback at this point because, well, it's from 5 minutes away, 5.5 minutes ago. So once Ari is up, they should know this buyback's not. They could just go push out top and be like, okay, we're now hitting your base. What are you going to do about it? You don't have the damage.
I think that's exactly the problem. They get Fix as well, and actually Fix is so important to their defense. And it's down for 79 seconds, no buyback.
Yeah, it's a dieback as well. Here comes the TB. The one saving grace for Dire is that currently the Radiant have no waves, but that can be fixed really fast down mid, and Biggles is on it.
Yeah, I think this is very difficult to hold for Dire, and I don't... they can't really even... I was like, can they just give up a lane? And I'm like, no, because you're giving up 2 lanes, and that might be too much.
I think that if Radiant wants to, they activate Demon Zeal to just get the Thunder Strike for all the bonus attack speed, and they can just end here.
Yeah, they have to give up both these lanes.
I'm saying Radiant can just decide to go end.
Yeah, I know. I think you have to give up both these lanes and hope that's all you lose.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And only fight if they go for the GG. Although, like, they are showing a lot more respect. I would expect they need to.
Maybe they don't realize those buybacks are. Oh, meta has been popped now.
Yeah, they don't get to go. They don't get to go GG now. So okay.
Alright, that feels like a little bit of a waste of a meta.
Maybe Lima needs Eon for Disruptor. I don't know what.
Biggles just accidentally echoed nothing.
Well, they'll just
Space Created comes out. Well, nobody knows.
Yeah.
Actually, no. No, never mind. I thought that this was a Dire Warden there. Just echoed in full vision. It's also just not a spell you see being randomly cast because it just doesn't make a fucking sound if it doesn't hear anything.
Sam is using this timeless relic, and I don't really understand why.
It buffs the damage from Exorcism.
I didn't think it did.
It does because it's a spell. It's a spell damage, not.
Yeah, I'm aware. I don't think it does. In the same way, I don't think Kaya does.
I'm pretty sure it does because if you hold Alt, the spirit damage gets upped.
Yeah, I know, but that could well be a mistake. I think there's quite a few. I didn't, because I think the spirits are the source, not you. So I don't think spell lifesteal works on exorcism, and that would seem to be the same to me.
Maybe. But to be fair, it does still work on Spirit Siphon and Crypt Swarm.
Yeah. But
and it's not like there's this crazy other user, like maybe Sand King, but that feels like the aesthetics cap feel. I feel like he needs that supply.
The aesthetics cap on the Death Muffin.
Yeah, maybe. Lima's still using a Mindbreaker. Do they have no better neutral item? They have a Penta Edge or a Witchbane. I feel like those do more.
Yeah, spirits from exorcism do an attack. So I don't believe we're affected by spell amp.
Okay. Huh. Sam has gone for a heart after the Shivas. Now queuing up
He likes you.
higher.
Well, Sam definitely wants spell amp then. I'm just not sold. But he's got the exorcism spirits. He does have the crypt swarm cooldown talent, I guess.
If he, but my thought is, shouldn't he want a halberd? Because this TB is all about himself.
Yeah, I agree. I think halberds on multiple people would be very good. Like, I don't like it's not bad that they have a halberd on Custard. I just think it's bad that Custard's the one with the halberd, if you see what I mean.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think Spirit Breaker's insane if you get if you can just get those items.
Should both be buying halberds. I certainly don't think James should be trying to buy this hex.
Or is Windbreaker for that matter.
Yeah. I suppose the Wind Waker idea is to save someone from Disruptor ult, but you've got Disruption to do a lot of that already.
Yeah, exactly. Another smoke coming out from Radiant as they just walk in, and Sam gets caught. Doesn't BKB, and now might not be able to, but Sam, Fix get... Not Fix.
Oh, James was trying to have Sandstorm up.
The grip on M to just shut down Semmel, and now Ari is just hitting Semmel, and there's nothing stopping him yet.
But
until he decides to change.
Serious damage and dies! Big echo though.
Massive echo.
Just not quite
But everyone
enough.
lives!
We get the Satanic off. And that's a 4-for-1 with a good buyback from James. 5! Spoke too soon, that's 5.
This... Radiant is 10k ahead, but they sure don't. It sure doesn't feel like that.
Well, I mean, it's what we said, right? Like, both teams have good questions and good answers to the other team's questions.
Yeah. I wonder how much Dyer can take it. No, because it seems like Semmel is on push out a lane. It's probably just going to go back to base and then crabs in.
Yeah, I think so.
Custard's probably going to do the same, but with his Q.
Yeah, so Sam needs to get this tower down quickly, and then they need to
They checked for Roche, and Roche is not up, but...
No, Roche won't be up, unfortunately, until Conquerors. Oh no, Semmel!
What? Semmel, why?
That's horrible.
I guess if the idea is we're not getting gonna threaten high ground, and we're just going to split farm, that's kind of okay, but there's still another tier 2 to take.
You gotta get buybacks out.
Yeah, like they got the Kunka buyback.
Yeah, which was completely unnecessary actually, because Semmel TP'd top.
He did it just before Semmel TP'd, so maybe.
I thought he did it just after. Like,
he did it just before, but like that's a thing that is those two things happen independent of each other.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, so is it insane to say that if the Dyer wins this next Roche fight decisively, they will win this game?
Yes, I think so. I think we're back to a team needs to win 2 fights in a row to win the game.
I don't know if that's true. Like, what's the buyback status? Oh, nearly every team has it. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I think this is whoever wins 2 fights in a row will win the game.
Yeah.
So Dyer want to prompt that and have made a smoke movement. There's lots of pinging coming out. Because they're afraid they've smoked on division, perhaps? Or is their plan just to smoke and stay on this high ground? I don't think you can smoke and stay on this high ground, guys. You do something or your lanes are going to push in. Yeah, and sure enough,
Semmel realizes it and just goes like, okay, well...
But isn't able to
try. Are they going to re-smoke off of this now? That almost is what it feels like, and Custard does have another one.
Silly place. Fix is in major trouble right now.
Fix catches the smoke, I guess, but this is never what you want. Figgles is smoked. Oh, it's just a ninja gear.
Yeah, Fix just walked into the enemy team. That was a really weird...
At least he has buyback, but oh no, the rest of Dyer didn't fully retreat, except for Semmel, who trabs.
Yeah, they're not caught, but I think that's now Roshan for Ari.
Yeah, that's. I mean, okay. I guess you don't need to win 2 fights unless you count that as a fight.
I think they still need to win 2 fights.
I think they can just take this Aegis and just fight in the base, and if they win a fight in the base,
They have
win.
to win a fight against full buybacks, though.
Yeah, that is true. That's true. Someone has gone for an Aghanims.
Yeah, they just want to burst his Tower Blade, I suppose.
Yeah, but aren't you only bursting this Terrorblade if he has, if he's been stunned anyway?
I mean, he's got to be really careful about when he uses Sunder now, because that is just 900 very fast, very sudden damage.
Yeah, that is fair. That is fair.
I would prefer that he get a Bloodthorn, I think, or a Nullifier to nullify the Satanic.
Satanic is undispellable.
Oh, did they change that?
Yeah, they changed it when they changed it to have a dispel as well, so which is also why I don't like Bloodthorn.
Yeah, I still like Bloodthorn. I think you just wait for the Satanic or something and then Bloodthorn them. Plus, it just allows you to dump so much damage into the target because everyone's critting all over the place.
Yeah, that is true, but...
But, I mean, they could also just do E-Blade or something like that for the Satanic. Probably guarantees the Sunder. Don't know. Lotus? Do they have any Lotuses?
James seems to be...
He's set on this plan, isn't
he? Well, no, he has a Mystic Staff, so it's going to be either Wind Waker or Hex. It could be... Like, but yeah, both use it. I like the Hex more than I like the Wind Waker.
Probably almost the other way around, I think. They have quite a lot of lockdown.
Maybe. Nope. Is anybody 25 yet? Yeah, Sam was way past. Sam was 26, but the big one is James, who is not quite 24. I want him to pick up these books and get to that 25 talent.
So Jack's gone full Chaos Conquer, but that means he doesn't actually add that much useful damage in these fights. They are very reliant on Ari to do any damage here, actually. If Ari doesn't kill people, Dire win the fight.
Biggles does some, and he has a refresher for a double Echo Slam.
I think if Ari doesn't kill people, then Radiant can't win fights. Yeah. And Ari still doesn't have an axe, he's going Swift Link. Oh, he doesn't.
No, he has an Axe Eden.
Let's go on
from the Roche.
Good. Definitely needs that. I actually want James to have his shard here.
Just so it deals...
Just the pulses, the attack slow, stuff like that. It's probably quite good now. Again, Corey's just been buying it all the time. God, I sound like Abe. And they are slowly whittling this tower down.
Yeah.
These TV illusions, but you know, I think we'll all be asleep by the time that's happened. Wind Waker's done.
It's like 150 per illusion. It means like 2 more illusions, and it would do it. But...
Got the Wind Waker done now.
Okay, now that Cell hit, it's only 80 damage. Good God, this is going to take forever. How long is left on this Aegis? A minute and 20 seconds. That thing didn't even get to hit it. At this point, when they say fuck it and just send in 2. Costa's gone in, being like, fuck it, I don't want to wait. James is in as well with an epi, but he's just getting shredded and he doesn't have buyback.
What on earth?
What the hell? And
they just used
they just used everything. There's a grip on Sam, and kind of nothing's happening.
That's good disruptor as well.
That's an Aegis, I guess. There's now a massive Echo Slam into the torrent, and that has to be the game. You don't have your Spirit Breaker, you don't have your Sand King, and you have a TB with meta.
Yeah, the meta illusions from Fix are seemingly scaring them a bit though.
What's... Why did Costa just go in?
Yeah, that seemed very odd. They clearly thought they saw an opportunity to jump there, but... Oh, another grip from Adam, because the short
Another
cooldown,
grip.
that's
This
the
is the
game.
power of the Ags plus the quickening charm. Just a 50-second cooldown Fiend's grip.
Yeah, that'll be that.
Yeah, that's game.
Ah, you forgot he had Aegis. Even then, that was an extremely aggressive move, I think, Custard. But it didn't seem like they were particularly exposed to me. But yeah, fair enough.
If you forget he had Aegis, then that explains why he didn't wait a minute for the Aegis.
Abby taking no chances and just Sunder's M. Oh look, another grip.
Hey look, it's grip again. Why is this ability on such a short cooldown? Ags is so bullshit if you actually get to build it.
And that is game 1.
Yeah. And game 2
Will
be casted
tomorrow.
at a later date.
Yeah, I want to go to bed.
Yeah, same. I should be able to cast that with you if you don't have anyone else. At whatever time you do it, I don't have anything planned.
Cracking.